I was watching No Clowning Around and Happy Birthday Zach, and I don't remember watching High Five, but I do remember the box art. The first time I've seen those artwork on the Rangers, I thought they looked creepy. I thought they looked like something was wrong with them, but then I remembered that they were morphing into the Rangers and into the Zords. You want to talk about iconic moments? For instance, the first time they became Power Rangers, which is Day of the Dumpster, the episode that started this franchise in the first place. If I can memorize every single episode of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Season 1, it would be this episode. I remember, I think it was 2 years ago or last year when I MEPR, where I reviewed about the fighting and the dialogue being much better than the final version that we had when it aired 33 years ago. And I still stand by on what I said, because I preferred the second pilot episode than I did with the final version. Though I appreciated the final version of what we got back then. Like I said, it was the episode that really capitalized the franchise that we know and love today. But you know what? Even though Mighty Morphin was iconic, it didn't come without its flaws. But I'm not going to speak on that at all, because I want to focus on the positivity that made this franchise even bigger in the first place. So, yeah, don't mind me, my dog is downstairs crashing out. So anyways, Day of the Dumpster is one of those episodes that really introduced the world to the Teenagers with Attitude, right? It gave us so many moments and so many characters that we grew up and loved today, like the introduction of Bulk and Skull, Rita with Pulse on them, Alpha and Zonar, and him giving the Rangers the first Morpher, the Zords, and the combination of the Dino Megazord, them fighting Goldar towards the end of the episode. I mean, Zyuranger never done that at all. It just focused on character-driven story of each and every character, leading up to them building the Daijujin in the Sentai version. But the Power Rangers, it just straight up went into battle mode with giant robot fighting. And as you know, as kids back then, we didn't care about character-driven stuff. You know, we just cared about the Rangers getting into action and getting it done. Every plot revolves around issues that they're dealing with, and then they solve the problem towards the end. Rita creates a monster, creates a spell. Rangers have to figure out what's going on. They morph, they fight, they call on these Zords, and they save the day in every other episode. But there are times where I feel like they didn't really need to do that, because in Zyuranger, they didn't do that either. You know, they focus on character-driven plot, but in certain episodes, they use the Zords in monster battles. And here's the thing, right? It wasn't until Tommy came into the picture. Tommy crashed out on the Rangers when the first time we introduced him in the martial arts competition with Jason. And you just knew that Jason and Tommy would end up becoming a fan favorite Rangers in history. They're like the Ken and Ryu of Street Fighter, Liu Kang and Kung Lao of Mortal Kombat, Leonardo and Raphael of TMNT. And here's the thing, right? If it wasn't for Tommy, Power Rangers wouldn't be where it is today if it wasn't for the Green Ranger. Jason David Frank served his legacy. He served the purpose as the iconic Green Ranger. Though I didn't mind him as the White Ranger, but the thing about the Green Ranger is that he made so many childhood awesome. He made my childhood amazing. He made our childhoods iconic. When he debuts the evil Green Ranger under Rita's spell, under her control. Baby, when I say he crashed out, he crashed out. He took out all 5 Rangers one by one and didn't give a crap about who you are. You're going down regardless of what color you are. He didn't care. But here's the thing though. Once he came back as a Green Ranger in, I think, A Friend in Need Part 1, that is where he returned as the Green Ranger, but his powers were limited. Because due to the green candle burning out, he lost his powers. So Zonar had to make sure that his powers were eliminated every time he morphs. That he has to be careful of going into battle with the Rangers. He can only show up in certain moments, in certain times, but not during the early on. And you started to notice all of that in season 2. And his final moments as a Green Ranger when Zordon put him in a special mission in a tripping shell monster's stomach. In order for him to cool down, it's a weird plot from season 2 early on when they were using the Zhu 2 footage or whatever, but most iconic brands in the world. So all I gotta say is happy birthday to happy birthday. Sorry. Happy birthday to Power Rangers. 33 years ago today, the